Al Pacino.
Yeah, here I am.
As I live and breathe.
I know. I have the same feeling every time I look at myself in the mirror in the morning. I say, look, you're still here.
Getting old is a bugger, but you look great.
No, I'm not getting old. I'm there.
How does it feel?
I don't know. It seems so. It's kind of ridiculous that I'm still here and alive, and it's still. I did Lear, King Lear, my last film. So, and then I enjoyed it. I actually had a good time doing it. It was something. But you know, sometimes when you wake up, and you probably know, you did some sports when you were younger or something.
A long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Do you feel home here?
Well, here's the thing. I came out here and I rented a house, and I'm still in that house. I came out here because my kids were born, my youngest children. I had a child in New York, an older person, and they went with their mother, who was here. She lived in California a long time, and she needed her business relations, so they all went to Los Angeles, and I just had to come. I mean, I couldn't stay away from them, so I came here, and I would commute to New York occasionally. And I tell you that's a good question, because something happened in New York, and I love it. It gave me everything, you know.
It's a different kind of jungle, Hollywood, to the jungle you grew up in.
Yeah, different. It's different. But the other thing is about New York now. I was in a cab. I went there. I go there sometimes, you know, and I'm there in New York, and a lot of things I love because I remember all the things. But then I'm in the back of the cab and I'm thinking, well, so-and-so, no, he's gone. He died. So what made up the city is the various people I knew who lived there. When they're gone, something happens. You don't feel the same way about it. You just don't. You lose the home effect. I'm sure if I stayed there for a couple of more months, I would get into it again. I got searching for friends all over the place. They're all gone.
You talk so lovingly about your time growing up there.
Yeah.
I don't know how you made it. I mean, some of your friends didn't, you know?
They didn't, no. Well, I guess my mother was the most, my grandfather too. I loved him so much. And my mother, single woman without a husband and a young, crazy kid. It took me forever to realize that she's why I'm here, you know.
Why?
She was there for me when others were allowed to go into the streets at night and do whatever they did. She always kept it down. And how much I didn't, how I didn't like that, you know. But in the end, I think I sort of say it in the book, you know, when my friends are going into the night and I'm here and she's up on the roof calling me. Come on, Sonny, you got supper, come on. And I look up there and I know I'm gonna get hell if I don't go up there. So there was something about that worked.
There's something about her too, and when I read this, I felt the emotion of it.
Oh, good. I'm
With
glad.
her passing, you said she died like Tennessee Williams had died, choking on her pills like so many have.
Yeah.
It was such simple writing, but the emotion of it all must have been overwhelming for you even to write these years later. How did you navigate through that?
Well, of course, I've gone through so many incarnations of dealing with it, you know.
Have you?
Had therapy for 30 years. Yeah, you know how much now in my life, and I look back, and how much you're coping all the time, all of us, with people leaving this earth, you know. I felt I left the earth. When I passed out when I had COVID.
You?
In my apartment.
You nearly died.
And I didn't die. I was dehydrated, and they were giving me the needle and filling me up with water. I couldn't die, though, somehow. I was trying to, but I couldn't get there.
I love the idea of Al Pacino's heaven. There's going to be some stuff going on up there.
Oh, up there? Yeah, wow. I'll meet some people. maybe very, very few that I have known. No,
I've got something on that theme.
Yeah.
I found this photo of you on the interweb, as the kids say.
My God.
Have you seen?
Oh, yes. Oh, those are good old days.
Can you explain that to me?
Things happen. That's all I can say about these things. Things happen. I was very young, as you can see, and I wasn't happy.
Yeah.
But it was a tentative thing. Nothing happened. I didn't go to prison or anything like that. It was just arrested with the guys.
You were acting or something?
No, that wasn't acting. That was arrest.
Yeah, but weren't you playing around with a fake gun or something?
No, I was in a car with some people,
Yeah.
and something had happened that was not too good, and we got hauled in with others, and that was my debut.
You know what?
Never again. I didn't get
No.
no charges, nothing.
You're
It's
lucky
done.
you didn't go to prison when you looked that pretty.
Because it took me forever to wake you up from it. Because it took me forever to wake you up from it.
It took me forever to get the details. Oh, it took me forever to get the details. Oh.
He's coping. He's coping. He's coping.
See, I found a way of coping with the past, with the loss to continue. See, I found a way of coping with the past, with the loss to continue.
I commute to Boston. I commute to Boston. I commute to Boston.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
You know, I really am glad there's someone else who sees how ridiculous this place is. You know, I really am glad there's someone else who sees how ridiculous this place is. You know, I really am glad there's someone else who sees how ridiculous this place is.
It's ridiculous to go back to my place. It's ridiculous to go back to my place. It's ridiculous to go back to my place.
That is the theme of the party tonight. That is the theme of the party tonight. That is the theme of the party tonight.
That indicates the overall theme of the reading. That indicates the overall theme of the reading. That indicates the overall theme of the reading.
What will happen if they arrest you? What will happen if they arrest you? What will happen if they arrest you?
So let's make an arrest. So let's make an arrest. So let's make an arrest.
She's gonna be making her television debut in a commercial. What? She's gonna be making her television debut in a commercial. What? She's gonna be making her television debut in a commercial.
And the concert tonight is a celebration of your biggest hits and the debut of the new songs from 30.